Hello fellas, Frankie Day for Frankie Day Models. Okay guys, I have for you for this Tuesday afternoon video number 3, the final reveal for our first entry for the USS Lexington group build. Hosted by Charlie Mack, Bill's Rat, and I guess I'm Chief Boatswain's Mate. I'm part of it too, I guess. So I really thank you very much, Bill's Rat and Charlie, for letting me be Chief Boatswain's Mate again. And so right now guys, the topic of this video is the F3F. This is video number 3, the final reveal. Okay guys, I'm so glad I got this bad boy done. This thing was a pain in the ash can, I kid you not. And like I say, building this thing here out of paper is kind of difficult to fool with because it's a biplane. And I built a lot of structures inside the wings that more or less kind of strengthened up the whole assembly. That way it's pretty well strong. It feels pretty much like plastic, like vacuum on. Okay guys, what I'm going to be doing next is untelling. I got a lot of stuff I can get going. I got to finish up on this F3H Demon. I'll probably get that going probably tomorrow. It'll be this week. I'll probably get that going pretty good. But right now I'd like to jump on something else. And I'll probably be making an inbox review of that probably right after the final reveal for the F3F, the Flying Beer Barrel. Okay guys, I know I did stated the history of this aircraft before, and I've always liked to repeat history again because history should be kept and maintained. And like the old saying is, those who know the history are redeemed, repeated all over again. So it's always good to know your history, and that's one thing about this country right now, guys, and pretty much everywhere. History is not preserved like it used to be because the education system is completely revamped into diversity and other things. So history is a very important subject because the way I look at it, the way old Frankie Day looks at it, a country without history is a country without a future. So you got to keep those things in mind and keep your country in view, in mind, in your heart, and don't let individualism blind you. If you do, you're paying blood. Okay. The Flying Beer Barrel is Mr. Grumman's, Donald Grumman, not Donald Douglas, it's yeah, Mr. Grumman's, one of his last of his full running series of the F3F biplane series, which spontaneated the retractable landing gear by using a hand crank. Now, because there was no hydraulics or electric back in those days, everything was manually operated. And believe you me, guys, flying these things, you know, like I say, taking off the deck of an aircraft carrier or a shore station, you got the joystick between your legs, you get the throttle quadrant in your left hand, and you're steering the airplane with your rudder pedals and your knees. And you're cranking up the landing gear at once, so that's why you see these things do the old dipsy doodle, you know. That's what's happening right there. A lot of people think they're crashing, but they're not. And so that design gave way to hydraulics. Okay, this F3F right here is a beautiful looking airplane that came out 1936, 37, and by 1941, by the beginning entry of World War II, they were completely stricken for the United States Navy, and a lot of them were topped over the side, you know, and San Diego Bay. It uses man-made reefs, the same thing with the old PB2Y Coronados. And SP2 use vindicators, vindicators, what you call them. All the early aircraft that the Navy used, they just threw it San Diego Bay as landfill. And they were obsolete by the time of war. And they do have a very great importance of aviation because a lot of pilots were trained on these things. So the Flying Beer Barrel was a very, very beautiful airplane for a day. The last of the biplane fighters. And the Navy had a lot of them. So same thing with the Army Air Corps. They had a lot of them too because that's all there was back in those days. Okay, now we're going to come over and take a look at the Flying Beer Barrel over here. There she is sitting top of Lazy Susan. We'll zoom in a little bit here. That's good right there. Okay guys, there she is right there. The only thing that works on this thing is the prop. It spins. And got the rigging on. That landing gear was something else. These things were beautiful airplanes for the day. They're very colorful. And a lot of people thought, well, they're colorful, but you got to realize them colors tell a story. The yellow on top of the wings, as most of the modelers know, is for identification in case there's things lost at sea or on the ground. Because yellow and red are the first colors in the human eyeball what you see. And the color spectrum is either red or yellow. There's something about it. It's the first color you see is red and yellow. And the chevron on the tail is forming an echelon pattern. The fuselage stripe right there is identification of the aircraft itself. And this thing here is not a carrier-based F3F, although it is. But the markings on this thing does not come from an aircraft carrier. It probably comes from San Diego somewhere, because most of them were in San Diego. And they flew out of San Diego. They were boarded at Lexington, and they were boarded on the USS Saratoga. The USS Wolverine was a paddle steamer. It used to be those C and B steamers that they used throughout the Great Lakes. And they made an aircraft carrier out of it, and a lot of these trained off of it. The F3F had a wingspan of 32 feet and 9 inches. I mean 36 feet 9 inches. A pretty good sizable airplane. His civilian brother was the Grumman Gulfhawk, which is known as the G-22 model. Flown by a Marine pilot, Mr. Al Williams, who was the mainstay pilot for Gulf Oil. Gulf Oil owned the Grumman Gulfhawk. The Grumman Gulfhawk went through a modification program because the airplane was actually modified with a more powerful motor. Instead of having a 700 horsepower Wrights Cyclone engine on an F3F, as right here, they went up to a 900 horsepower. And they had carburetor and liquid fuel injection motors, reciprocation engines they had on it. It was completely modified. The wings on the Grumman Gulfhawk was that of the F2F3. And of course the F2F series had a smaller wingspan of 28 feet. So they knew that the airplane was more aerodynamically quicker with smaller wings than with a larger wing. And the Navy wasn't into aerobatics, they were into war. So they kept the F3F, they updated the F3F from the F2F and made the wingspan to 4 feet, a lot bigger than what it is on the F3F model. Grumman Gulfhawk, I met Mr. Williams back in 1946, 47, somewhere around there. I was about 6 or 7 years old back then, and I was a kid. And I was wearing shorts back in those days. And I was up there, I believe they were having a flight demonstration out there on at Boeing Field in Virginia. And I guess by 1948, the Grumman Gulfhawk was surrendered to the Smithsonian Institution as a display piece, and it's still there. And so last time Mr. Williams flown the Grumman Gulfhawk G-22 was 1948, is when he presented the airplane to the Smithsonian Institution. And it was such a colorful airplane. I remember it had a very, very glossy orange finish to it. And it actually was probably one of the most favorite airplanes at the time for a lot of those modelers. And there was a few kits out there that made it. Like Comet was made one of them. I got a Comet kit somewhere, that a balsa wood kit. That's probably back there down in the garage in my stash pile somewhere, or up here. I just haven't looked yet. I got so much stuff, fellas, I don't know if I'm coming or going. Okay, we're getting back to this here. We're getting off track a little bit, like the Rebel. Okay, as you can see here, this is a beautiful looking airplane, and all the engine cylinders made from paper disc. I like that prop, how it spins. And get the flying wires on there, cockpit's on good. It's a beautiful airplane, guys. She is. Okay, guys, this is the conclusion of the Grumman F3F of the USS Lexington group build, my first entry. And I'll probably be working on the off and on the USS Lexington and the card kit on my second entry for the build. And I'll be having videos coming away on that. So I'm going to, old Frankie days, I'll go out there and break something else out I can get started on, or maybe something I need to finish up on. Whatever it is, I'll come to you to a surprise, even myself. Okay, we'll swing this can back to yours truly, finish up the video. Here I is, guys, here I is. Okay, gentlemen. That was fun building this airplane here. So I got one down, two more to go. So I got a whole year for this, so I got plenty of time, boys, plenty of time. That allows me more time than I can handle. And so, like I said, I'm going to start bringing something else. I was thinking about working on a ship model. And the other part of me says work on a balsa-wood airplane. That's what I was thinking about, working on a balsa-wood airplane. I might bring one out. How about that old easy built B-25 I had shaken a while ago on? That was like a nice kit. I might bring that one out and build that one for you guys. I think you guys all like that. Whatever it is, it'll come to you as a surprise. Okay, guys. I've been pretty much busy lately around the house, getting the place prepared, for summer, and doing a lot of painting and fixing up stuff around the house. And it's like being aboard ship in the Navy. You gotta, there's maintenance. You can't let stuff like that go because it creeps up on you just like that. If you don't do it, you don't want it to look terrible. But I saw it for the neighbors; they won't like that. Okay. This is the conclusion of video 3 for my first entry of the USS Lexington group build. And so next video is coming up. Will probably be about a day or two. Maybe it might be today, I think. It's a good chance I might have another video this evening on what's shaking on the bench next. Right now, I got a lot of stuff here I got to clean up on here and make room of. I got a mess here. I got to clean up my workbench right here. And I got stuff strewn from port to starboard to fore to aft. And it's going to cause a lot of breakage and present a lot of problems. I don't get it cleaned up immediately. So while this video is uploading, I'm going to go ahead and get this place squared away back here and pull something out of the closet and bring it up for you guys to look at. Okay, guys, this is Frankie Day signing off. And again, make mama happy. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family, your children. Take care of your affairs. Spend wisely. Stay focused on the road while driving your automobile. And just get kitten sane and have a good time. And build for yourself, build for YouTube, and enjoy. Make mama happy. Always make mama happy. Then you get a lot of joys. And you'll be jolly too. Okay, this is Frankie Day signing off, and God bless you guys. And we'll catch you guys on the next video for what's shaking on the bench. Frankie Day for Frankie Day Models signing off for now. I'll see you guys on the next video, so stay posted for that. And also, I took some outside, I forgot to mention on the video before we close this off, I took some outside pictures of this. And believe you me, it's starting to rain outside, so I better get this thing out there quick, take some pictures before it gets rained on. Believe you me, when these things get in water, they fall apart. Believe you me, they start to give up, just like the Wicked Witch of the West from Wizard of Oz, when they threw water on her and she went down like a turd in the rain. And so I don't want this to go down like that. So you guys stay posted on Facebook, Airfix Modeling page. I got some pictures that I made. And so stay posted for the next video. God bless you guys. You guys take care, gentlemen. Frankie D signing off. Bye, boys.